Hello, Scorpio rising. This is Mandy Ray of Ecstatic Astrology with a little bit of a scratchy voice coming to you for December 2023. We're going to look at it. It's just, man, sorry for the delay. Okay. That's all I can say. My whole house is sick and we got a lot going on. New moon was in Sagittarius for you. So this is your second house of finances. Okay. This one is a little tricky because this is a very material area of the chart. This is the financial axis. All right. Values come in, security, money, self-sufficiency, but we're thinking of our assets, generally speaking, in this area. Mars is there, a little frustration maybe. And the thing about this new moon is it's square to Pisces in the fifth house, Neptune in Pisces. So this was exactly the new moon wasn't exactly square to Neptune, but it was close enough to feel it. And then the sun squares Neptune actually tomorrow, the 16th. I'm recording this on December 15th. So that's Saturday. So we still have this, we have this go on throughout the whole month, actually. So Sagittarius, my money, my self-sufficiency, my security. Pisces, my creativity, my courage, my purpose, my romance, my children. Am I enjoying this? So there is a tension between joy and money going on right now, and it may be stealing your joy somehow. Or you just may need money to do something that you want to do. Maybe, there's a lot of different scenarios this could be. It can be a little disorienting because it's Neptune. Neptune is fog. Neptune is mysticism. So this is not something you can think your way out of right now, I don't think. It's an existential threat right now. So it does have you really considering values, money, and what you normally enjoy, you may not be enjoying right now because of money problems or because of time. Time is money, right? So it's not just money, it's your what do you value? Your security. Okay. Security and joy are not jiving. So that again persists. Mercury will retrograde back to this area and square Neptune and Pisces on the 27th and 28th. So it's kind of a keep the faith sort of deal, especially for you. Mercury is retrograde in Capricorn. So this is going to cause some rethinking, right? The thing about this transit for you is it's ultimately going to end up in the second house of finances here. So you've got, why is this doing this? There we go. Trying to show you. The second house of finances is where Mercury retrograde is going to eventually end up. So it's still going to be this, but it starts here in Capricorn. Okay. That's thinking, decision making. I've got to structure my life better. I've got to think. I've got to open my mind. I've got to redo some things. Luckily, we have a nice trine from Mercury retrograde in Capricorn to the seventh house of relationships on the 7th. I'm sorry, not on the 7th, the 18th in the seventh house. So this trine is going to be supportive. All right. So let me erase this. Shoop. We've got Capricorn and Taurus working together. Communication, learning, siblings, community, seventh house relationships on the 18th. That's good. But Mercury's retrograde. Jupiter, which is what it's trine, is retrograde. And it expands the need to think and to do and to redo. So even though it's good, it may feel a little extra. Let me put it that way. Then we've got Mercury retrograding back into Sag. Okay. So we're done with the thinking. Now we're getting to how do we do, right? So it's going to be a little stressful. I'm not going to lie. It's square to your fifth house of fun, creativity, and children. All right. So, again, it brings back up the new moon square Neptune themes. But this is more of a thinking and doing because Mercury, when it retrogrades back into Sagittarius, is going to conjoin Mars. It's going to meet Mars. Mars is action. It wants to do some stuff, but it's still a sense of rethinking how to do it. You may trip up a little bit along the way. Again, this is peaking. It's active starting the 23rd when Mercury goes into Sag, but the square to Neptune peaks and the conjunction of Mars the 27th and 28th. Okay. So that's going on right as we have a full moon. That's really good. I like the full moon. So let's erase the Sagittarius thing and this Pisces thing and look at the full moon. Let's just do a little switcheroo here. Full moon in Cancer. This is your ninth house of truth, belief, higher learning, travel. This is adventures, new horizons. So you may be needing to consult your own philosophies here. And it's trine Saturn and Pisces, the fifth house. Maybe it's like you realize I really do believe in this and I want to keep going for it, even though for a minute you lost the love for whatever you're passionate about. The full moon in Cancer really supports it. There's an emotional breakthrough, I think. Saturn trine the full moon, that's a foundational grounding full moon. Now it's also going to be sextile opportunity, Jupiter and Taurus. So that's your seventh house of relationships. So there's opportunity with people here. And then don't forget that the sun is in Capricorn in your third house. So a decision can be made. It feels like these are all supportive trines and sextiles all the way around. Liking it, but don't forget there's the square of Mercury and Mars at the same Mercury, Mars, and Neptune at the same time. The only other thing coming up is Venus moving into Sagittarius on the 29th. Again, back to the second house of finances. Now, this is a good one because Venus brings benefit, right? However, there is a quick square to Saturn and Pisces, again, bringing up the same themes. My purpose, what I am passionate about, my fun, my courage, my children, all these things is in tension with the money stuff again. Very briefly from the 29th through the 1st. After that, on the 1st, Mercury goes direct and Venus is just left to be, doing some good things in Sagittarius. So the only thing about Venus and Sag that I want to point out as good actually is that it's ruled by Jupiter and Taurus. So you have this reverberation of Jupiter and Venus feeding each other. Seventh house of relationships, fifth house of creativity, fun, courage. And so I think it's going to be extremely optimistic and good for you once Venus gets past the square to Saturn on the 1st. And Jupiter goes direct in your seventh house. So maybe people actually start showing up and doing what they're supposed to do. All right, Scorpio risings, I will catch you on the flip side for the January 2024 report. I'm also going to do a deep dive workshop into 2024. So let me know if you're interested in that. I wish you happy holidays and I will catch you round the bend.